The Bible says, "Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath." James 1:19. The other day, my daughter-in-law and son went to see some friends. This friend is a Tess Ryder, who has a daughter named Sophia. I think she's almost 5, and has had cancer twice. And so when they got back, I hadn't seen Barb yet or had time to talk to her, but I'd seen my son, and I had asked my son how Sophia was doing. And he told me his version of how she was doing. And then a day later, I think it was, my daughter-in-law came to me and said, have you heard about Sophia? And I said to her, I said, yes, I did hear about her, but I'd love to hear your perspective on it. And as soon as I said that, I remembered that Mrs. Evans taught us that sometimes when we say, oh, yes, I've heard about that. Oh, yeah, I heard about that yesterday. Or, yeah, you told me that already. That's such a put down to people. It's a way of saying, what you have to say is not important, and it's not anything new, and so don't even bother telling me. Where they have gotten excited to be, to want to share something with you. So that's why I said to Barb, yes, I have heard, but because I didn't want to lie and say, no, I haven't heard anything. That's not good. But so I did say to her, I'd like to hear your perspective on it, which is still opening up the conversation. Do you know how many times we shut down conversations with people? And do we realize how many times that we put them down by not wanting to hear their version of it? Can I tell you, as a wife, how many times I can look back and think of times that I've done that to my husband? Yeah, I already know about that. Sometimes my husband will get in a teaching mode and want to teach me how to do something. And can I be honest with you? He's already taught it to me. So I want to say, you already told me that, but I shouldn't do that. I should say, oh, I think we've gone over it before, but maybe I didn't get it the first time, so let's go over it again. When we're too busy to be thoughtful of the people we're talking to, we are too busy. And when James says here, be swift to hear and slow to speak, sometimes it's just a matter of stopping and thinking, how is my reaction going to come across to that person? If I say, yeah, I've already heard it, is that going to shut them down? Is that going to make them feel put down? Is that, can we ask ourselves that question and think about it before we just blurt it out to them? My challenge to us all today is be more aware of our reaction and responses to people when they tell us things. And let's try to be conscious of wanting to be builders to those people instead of wanting to tear them down. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice.